EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Love. That's complete to Wicks. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's Nix. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The first carry now. This is Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Nix to the air. That is caught by Vele. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. 2 Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Powers by at the 40. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Love now on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Brandon Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Vele. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll go play action with Nix. Dancing to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, it's Nix. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, here's Nix. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him right away at the 40.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To throw is Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Nix looking to throw again.